Greyhound trainer Patrick Janssens and his partner Cheryl and daughter Ria moved to this property here in Thetford in January 2014. Now with a booming business selling Greyhound products and training around 11 Greyhounds, life is pretty good. Well, Patrick, you haven't been here very long, have you?
No, we only moved in here since January, the 10th of January, to be honest. We moved here. And then, we start straight away work outside so Cheryl can keep her horses here and I could keep a few dogs here.
And this is your kennel block. It looks a bit like a ski chalet to me. I love the look, and you've done a lot of work on this.
I did. The wooden shed was here and everything, but then we converted it sort of to kennels and everything. We had to gut it all out and all start again, new electrics, and insulate for the dogs so they're warm in the winter. And that's what we done. It took a lot of work and a lot of effort, but we got there at the end.
Can we have a look around?
Yeah, you can.
So first of all, a swanky new kitchen.
Yeah, that's what we built here, a new kitchen, and a washing machine and a little fridge and a cooker where we can cook the meat and we use this also as a treatment room.
So where are the kennels?
They're next door.
Okay, let's have a look. So how many kennels have we got in here?
We've got 7 double kennels here. So in total I could keep 14 dogs if I wanted to, but I always got a few spare ones in case, you get an injured dog or something like that,
Let's go through and have a look at some Greyhounds that are in the kennels through here. And what I like about them, not only are they absolutely massive, but I like it when the dogs can see through from top to toe. They feel a lot more open.
Yeah, I think dogs like to see out, and they need, with the big windows, a lot of daylight and everything. So, yeah, as long the dogs, they need to be warm, draft-free and good food and happy,
And I like this type of bedding for the winter as well, to keep them warm. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, they need bedding, if they're cold, they won't run for you.
I'm guessing there's a bit of land to this place. Shall we go and have a look at that? So out the back here, this is Fear No One, who we'll come to in a minute. But gosh, plenty of land here.
Yeah, there's about an acre and a half here, Just built some big paddocks where the dogs can run in and do their own thing, sort of thing. Got one small paddock in case you ever get an injured dog or anything happens to him. But that's it, Yeah.
I'm guessing it didn't look like this when you moved in.
No, yeah, there were loads of trees and big grass and this and that. So we sorted it all out, levelled it all out, and then we seeded the grass, and then we put the paddocks up and put the gates up, and that was it, But it took about 4 months every day working in the garden, and it was hard work.
And behind you here, is this going to be where you're going to be breeding pups?
Yeah, we had a litter of pups here with Mountjoy Moon and Kilnock Bray. They were whelped down here. They were here till about 12 weeks, and they're now to be reared on with John Mellons. So, yeah, they were very nice puppies, to be honest. 3 dogs, 2 bitches. So, we'll see how they go.
We can't ignore the Greyhounds who are wandering around. This lad here, Fear No One, he's never far from your side. No. And I remember you telling me before, he's always been one of the special dogs to you, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's my favourite of all times. I don't care who wins the derby, who wins this. This is my main man, this one. Always has been. He's such a character. When we're at Mark, he won the Peterborough derby. That was sort of the first puppy derby he won first, and that was the first competition Mark sort of won when he took over from Linda, and he gave us so much enjoyment in that year, and we won the Trainers' Championship, and he's a very special dog to me.
12 years old now, he's looking pretty good on it, and he lives with 2 other dogs as well in your house.
Yeah, he lives with a little Staffy, and he lives with Mountjoy Pearl. They're always together, they sleep together, eat together. Yeah, he's as good as gold.
What are the Greyhounds here that our viewers can look out for going forward?
Well, to be honest, there's 1 litter of pups here, but from Mountjoy Pearl. You know what is Brett Lee, Star of Drummond, was Chogadas Case, Mountjoy Ruby. What was a very good litter from Star of Drummond was the first litter, and then with Razzle Dazzle JFK. Me personally was a big fan of. I know he never won the derby. It was a very exceptional fast dog. But when he was behind, he wasn't the cleverest dogs. But a lot of dogs are like that at the end of the day. And I took a chance and bred with him, and I got all brindles. And one of them is Flemish Idea. He done the fastest time around Wimbledon, but he's a bit like his father,
Not the cleverest.
No, not the cleverest. So one day if he leads, I think he'll win and he'll do a time sort of thing. But then the other one, Flemish Status, he had 3 wins at Mildenhall, but they're still very young and very inexperienced.
Many of our viewers, of course, will remember you as being assistant trainer to Mark Wallace. That seems like a long time ago. You started a business since, didn't you, selling Greyhound products? Is this now going to be your sort of source of income, your job, or are you still running the business?
No, the business is my job. This is a hobby. I love greyhounds. I would, I love to train greyhounds full time, and but unfortunately the circumstances don't let it happen.
So these are all the Greyhound products that you sell here behind
It is.
us, and there's so many. But if the people watching this, if they've got racing greyhounds, what would be the one that you would recommend the most?
The thing is, they're all different sort of products. Some of them for aftercare, some of them for joint problems. Some of them for cramping, but just an additive for every day. I would definitely recommend these two products. What is active formula, what builds up the immune system in a greyhound, and this one is Storm Canis, which is a very good product for dogs. And it delays the lactic acid in the muscle, so the dogs will stay on better. It's a very, very good product and very good results with it.
And all these things kind of quite popular amongst trainers now?
Yeah, they are. You see, every product is different for dogs, and every dog is different as well. Some dogs they love it and they run better, and while some it makes no difference. So you just have to know sort of what your dog is like.
Well, Cheryl, we can see your horses down there in the background. They're keeping their distance from the cameras. But how lovely for you to be able to work here with Patrick and have, your other main hobby here as well.
It's brilliant. It's something I've always dreamed of. When we knew the house was coming up for sale, I thought, it won't never happen, but it did. We moved in January and the horses moved in March, so it was lovely.
What are your hopes and aspirations now for the greyhounds that you have here?
I just hope that they all adjust to toaster, they run well, Patrick gets some owners, and we thoroughly enjoy it as a hobby.
And you're here with Patrick and, of course, your daughter and your horses and your dogs. Is life pretty perfect at the moment?
It sounds like the ideal life, and it is lovely. It is lovely. We're in the middle of nowhere, but we can get everywhere. And as you can see, the horses like it, and it's so easy.
So now you're living here with tons of land, a lovely house, some greyhounds to train, and a business that's booming. You're here with Cheryl and your daughter, and is life good? Are you enjoying it?
I do enjoy it. I've been in England now 15 years. And I always loved it. I love it here. I think it's a beautiful country, And this was always my dream, to be honest, So hopefully all we need now is some good dogs.
And going forward, then people need to keep an eye on the Flemish prefix. That's your prefix, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I just called them that because that's where I'm from, and that's what I've done. It's a bit. Well, Peter Minga, he's a trainer at Mildenhall. He called me up. What are you going to call him? I says, I don't know. Where are you from? I says, well, Flemish. Well, we call him that, and that's what happened, to be honest.
You seem to have achieved so much in a very short space of time, and this property is credit to that. What are the next goals for you?
The next goals, just enjoy life. I love doing young dogs when they start from nothing, start them at the track, and then go on to next things. That's how Fear No One started. That's how Kind Already started. That's how Eye on the Storm. That's how all these dogs with Mark started, and that's what I love about. Anybody can buy a dog and spend a lot of money from Shelbourne Park and run them in England and say, but you try to start from nothing and make them doing that dog. I think that's training greyhounds.